The teenager threw his body, the father's body, in the family's compost bin and then covered it with kitty litter to mask the odor. He has been charged with second-degree murder. Let's bring back Vanessa, Erica, and Leanne. Twitter followers, Leanne, think he sounds coached. Are you troubled by his demeanor at all, Leanne?
I mean, first of all, I'm troubled that he's telling a dispatcher. So this is the first thing that he has on tape or, on file of him confessing killing his father, of like, it wasn't premeditated or anything. That's so disturbing to me. But what's disturbing is that you just killed your father and days ago, and you're so calm, but almost like devoid of any emotion.
Yeah.
Not like, God, I feel so bad that I did it. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Right.
It was just like trying to get himself out of what's going to happen to him.
Oh, of course, Leanne goes on the negative on this one. I'm going to just say, Erica, that's dissociation. He is dissociated, and he's tilting towards hinting to us that he had a traumatic childhood, maybe at the hands of the dad. And the only time I've seen this sort of patricide, where a son kills a father, I've had patients hold a shotgun at their dad's head. And, man, the history on those dads is hideous in terms of what those dads did to those little boys. And I'm suspicious that may be the case here. After all, this is only second-degree murder.
Yes, so he's flat and removed, disassociated on this phone call. He does reference the past. Now I'm thinking possible personality disorder, possible abuse. I think there's something very interesting in this in this family dynamic going on. Number one, the way that the mother calls a search party instead of calling the police. That's a little bit odd. The second thing is, when she finds out that her own son has killed the husband, she doesn't immediately call 911. She has him call and say that he did it, which makes me think maybe the mother has this weird kind of hold over him, this power. So
the mom, by the way, also may have been aware that dad was abusive to the son. Sam,
she did do a missing persons report. She did do that.
She did, but but Sam, you understand what we're talking about? We say dissociation. Is that something that makes sense to you?
Yeah. No, it does make sense to me, but Dr. Drew, I'm just not buying it. I'm with Leanne here. Listen, this kid, I was with you at first. I thought, okay, maybe this kid is acting out of vengeance because the father was abusive towards him.
Well, it doesn't make it okay, by the way. That does not make it okay. I just, by way of explanation, again, that kind of stuff is usually in the past.
Right, but the police did a lot of digging. The police did some digging, and they found no evidence whatsoever to find that there was any sort of physical abuse. The family has come forward, his nieces, other family members, saying that it's quite the opposite. He was quite the doting and loving and caring father. So so now to see this kid be completely emotionless, no remorse, it almost is like he's psychotic.
Well, Vanessa, you're going to be the deciding vote here, but he could be maybe a psychopath. Maybe that he really doesn't care, really doesn't appreciate that dad existed.
I don't believe that. I think he's cold. I think he's callous. I think he's detached. But I don't think this was premeditated. I don't think he set out to bash him in the head.
I don't think any of us say that. None of us are saying that. But what Sam is saying, that some of us are saying that, maybe he had a terrible childhood and had this rage and dissociation. He blacked out, read it out, couldn't control himself. But Sam is suggesting that history is just not there. There's no evidence of that. And that Vanessa, maybe he's a psychopath. Maybe he's somebody who doesn't care.
But we're missing something big here. We're not talking about the fact that they were drinking together. I think that's a big issue here. You have a 16-year-old who's not even legal.
With that.
What was the excuse?
With his dad. So you have that dynamic there. I don't know if you drink with your dad when you have this contentious relationship with him. And on the flip side, we have to acknowledge the fact that drinking does play a part in this. Maybe there was a shoving match. And he talks so much about wanting to protect the mother. And he was mad because the father was on the phone with the mother arguing. And then on top of that, he only confessed because the mother was going to do a quite pricey search for the father.
So it's something there,
something more there.
But it